Too friendly.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. I'm trying this Devil's Backbone Belgian style triple ale. It's the first time I've had it in my life, and it's probably one of the worst beers I've ever tasted.
Is that you want to? That's where you're starting this off at?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So what do you think about Ted Cruz, dude?
Ted Cruz? Is that it? Is that what they're calling him now?
Yeah, they're calling. Well, the most popular nickname that he has is Flyin Lyin Ted. But I saw someone call him Ted Cruz, and I think that's way cooler.
God, that dude sucks, man.
It's so stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be like all political and shit, but like honestly, it's not even about politics. It's just like just the nature of like how ridiculous that whole ignorant he was to like just decide to leave.
Yeah, it's the optics of it, and then like he not only because now they came back, like he went, dropped off his family, then came back. But then I guess like someone got a hold of the text messages and they actually saw that like.
Well, the airline released it. The airline released when he bought his flight ticket and when he was scheduled
planning
to come
on
back.
coming back.
Yeah,
and it was like,
and that they changed the ticket to
like a day later. Yeah, because that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can't.
It's
can't
so
be out,
funny, dude.
I gotta go back.
It's so like, and my sister lives in Dallas. And she was telling me that she didn't have power for 24 hours and that they were like fucking freezing and that they have to boil their water and shit because there's like, I guess there's something wrong with the way the water is being filtered because of the power outage or some shit like that. So like all that shit's happening and like the fucking senator decides, I want to go to Cancun.
Well, why don't they why do they got to boil water? Why can't they fly to Cancun? I mean, he did it, right?
Yeah.
God, they should be able to fly to Cancun today,
I don't know,
Dad.
but then there's also that thing too. It's like, well, if it had been any other person, it would have been fine, right?
Right. But it's his job to
Right.
be like he's the leader of the people or whatever. Like yeah, it's his job. Like he can't do that shit.
Yeah, it's dumb.
You know what I mean? Like
it's like if there's a school shooting and then the principal's just like, I'm gonna go ahead and go home.
yeah, this is a lot to handle. This is a lot to take
It's
in.
stressing me out. This is stressing me
dude.
out. I'm gonna go Cancun.
But yeah, that's exactly that. Yeah, because I mean, he's elected. He's an elected official, elected to be our leader or whatever, and then he just takes off. Yeah, it's stupid as shit. But it's classic Ted Cruz.
Yeah,
classic Ted Cruz right there.
He's kind of cool in a weird way.
No, he's not cool. He's such a fucking like he's
a
that
goofy
guy.
goober.
Goofy goober.
Yeah.
No, he's that guy. Just like I don't know how to explain him, man. He's such a shill. We tried to talk about this last time. About like how, like Donald Trump talks shit about his wife, and he's like this dude's biggest fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's so funny.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, you're.
She's like, fuck, that guy's cool.
Yeah,
you are an ugly bitch. He looks over at his wife and he slaps her. Get in the car.
Don't talk bad about Trump that way.
Dude, that's basically all I wanted to say about that. I just think it's like, I mean, we live in Texas, so we should say, something about it. But, yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. The whole situation. I don't know, man. Texas is starting to look like a bunch of scummy scumbags, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? They've always been like scummy scumbags. Like it's just now that this thing has brought this shit to light where, like it's just like, oh, you're gonna like, I don't know. It's bringing out the scumminess.
I want to hear. It's kind of interesting now that Joe Rogan lives in Texas. Like I want to hear what his thoughts on the situation.
I don't want to hear Joe Rogan's thoughts.
Yeah,
on
Joe Rogan's
anything.
kind of a bitch now too.
Yeah,
huh?
he is, dude.
It's just one of those things where like I'm just curious, because
like somewhere in the middle of that where he just like got a bunch of money and then like he started saying like what people need to do is get a personal trainer, eat grass-fed beef every day, go on a carnivore diet, whatever, go on keto.
Dude, if you're ever stressed out, just drive your Porsche
really
fast on
just
the highway,
work out
man.
a bunch, join a jiu-jitsu gym. And it's just like, okay, well,
9 times out of 10, the cops let you go, man. They're really nice people.
They're really nice.
It's like, it's because you're fucking Joe Rogan, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
God damn.
Yeah, but I think he caught a case of the affluenza. Like what? Like he kind of lost touch with like normal people. I suppose.
Yeah, and then when he gets deep, it's like kind of like like waist deep. You know what I mean?
That's why, yeah. Hold on. Like the memes that they have for like, because he likes getting high on air.
Yeah.
And like saying really dumb shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just I don't have one on the top of my head, but yeah, it's just like that stoner deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's waist deep, like
yeah.
where he's just like,
are stars, or are those just like holes poked into the cover?
and he's like, at the end of the day, man, people just need to chill the fuck out and smoke some weed, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
And it's like, really, that's your answer for everything. It's like weed's illegal for most of the country, you know, and like I don't know, it's just so whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck Joe Rogan.
It's surface level shit. Like, yeah. I mean, I think people like. I mean, obviously people still listen to him because it's entertaining, and I guess he's still a good interviewer. But you know, as far as like taking life advice from the guy,
do you think that if Jeffrey Epstein, like, you know how he was like fucking rich as fuck, right? He had a lot of money, probably more money than we even knew that he had because of all his, you know, underground dealings with the children and the whatnots. Do you think that like if he were to do like ayahuasca or like acid or something, that he would have a bad trip because of all the guilty like thoughts he has? Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein's dead.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like because I'm using him as an example.
Why don't you say Donald Trump?
No, because we know that Jeffrey Epstein, like, we know that he was legitimately involved with like evil shit, you know?
Yeah, Donald Trump has been too. Like Donald Trump's been scamming people for years for every reason. Like,
no, but scamming people is not the same as fucking kids.
Okay, they literally have a picture of them together before they get onto a fucking plane. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it doesn't mean that they fucked kids.
Oh God.
I mean, it doesn't, right?
And Jeffrey Epstein didn't fuck kids. He just facilitated the fucking of kids.
How do you know that he didn't fuck kids? He had to have fucked kids.
We need to stop saying fuck kids so many times.
All right, diddled.
But diddled?
Diddled a minor.
Diddled a minor. No, okay, well maybe he did, whatever, but he's dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like that's for sure like a very evil thing, right?
So
and
you're saying if he like took some drugs and tripped out, like if all the evil deeds he did would fuck with him? No.
But right, and that's what I was thinking too, is because he's so rich that like you don't worry about shit, like you don't worry about anything anymore. I don't think.
No.
Like once you're rich, you live in a totally like I hate. Did you see that they're trying to cancel? Well, they're not trying to. Yeah, they are trying to cancel. What's her name? Fucking Kendall Jenner.
For tequila?
Yeah.
Because no, okay. First of all, okay, no. In the bar industry, like you're more familiar with alcohol than most people, and you know how sacred like tequila is to Mexicans and the people who make that shit, and also the fact that like a lot of them don't get paid a whole lot. Like for instance, like what's that mezcal? Fucking like I think it's called the organiga or something like that. But like you know, like it's all artisanal and made by hand, and like they take great care in making everything, and and this broad comes out of nowhere, in like from California, names it 818 tequila, which 818 is the area code for the San Fernando Valley of California. So, but it's made in Mexico by poor Mexican people, and this broad is making. She's already a billionaire or whatever. No. She's a fake billionaire off of her, makeup line. And then she's trying to get into the tequila game. And like, people are just like, dude, do not support her tequila. Like, do not do that because there's all these smaller brands and shit that like, need your help and probably better tequilas, in that sense too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's just
because
like
she's got her little Juanita palette that she's like basing her.
Yeah, but she just wants to make money. Like she just wants to make a bunch of money. Like she doesn't give a shit about like
she's just trying to.
Or anything like that.
She's like branding, like she's doing like the whole. She's trying to get people who party in clubs to order like 818, like girls like who want to be like who want to be like Instagram influencers, like at a club with like holding her bottle.
Right. So you're gonna see 818 tequila like every like fucking club like bottle
Cincinnati
service and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see that. Yeah, but like for people who actually give a shit about like tequila, I mean, they probably wouldn't be caught dead drinking that.
The whole reason that I even brought this up was because. Talking about the Jeffrey Epstein scenario, the hypothetical scenario that we put him in, it's like, yeah, of course he wouldn't freak out because he's rich and he lives in a completely different world than we do. And I also like, it's like, what do you expect when rich, really, really rich people do tone deaf things? Like Ted Cruz and fucking Kendall Jenner.
Well, no, that's different because, well, actually, I don't know the history of Ted Cruz, but I think, and I'm guessing here, but I'm guessing he grew up well off, whatever. But at least Kendall Jenner, her job isn't she's not a public servant. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't get paid.
Yeah.
Well, technically she does get paid by the people of, like the people who they serve. And he got elected in the office,
Right.
She's just randomly rich because Kim Kardashian and whatnot and stuff and things. But, like it's his job to quote unquote care for his constituents, the people in Texas. And it's her job just to post dumb things on Instagram and get paid for it. So like, you see the difference there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like she's okay.
But when
she's not doing anything tone deaf. She's just releasing a tequila.
No,
right?
It is tone deaf. Like that's why everyone's pissed off is because to her it's just tequila.
Right.
Like she doesn't take into consideration like the farmers that have to work on it, like everything that goes into making a tequila and the fact that there's like a huge cultural tradition that is behind it. She just like was probably drunk one day at a bar trying different tequilas, and then she was like, the tequila's
not trying different tequilas. She had like Patron Silver.
But that's what I'm saying is she was.
I want something that's a little bit sweeter, and like
she's like, I should just honestly like I love tequila. I should just make my own tequila. Like why not? Why not? And I can get some poor beaners down in Mexico some job. I'll stimulate their economy. That's a smart idea. I'm such a good person. Because that's what she was thinking.
Yeah, because Ryan Reynolds made gin. Okay, but there's no historical it's like, oh fuck you, the British people.
Well, George Clooney has tequila too.
No, he sold out of that. But I actually think that he actually took great care in like making sure that. The people that made his like Casamigos tequila, he took care of him, whatever.
That tequila's good.
Young Jeezy owned a part of Avion Tequila, but he's not famous enough for people to care about. So that's why no one understood or cared about that. And like I said, Ryan Reynolds makes gin, but again, like gin is one of those drinks.
Do you think people would be upset though if it was like somebody black?
No, because what do you call it? Snoop Dogg has gin, but
yeah, that's gin though. That's what we're saying. Like if it was somebody black that made tequila.
Because imagine this black dude. He's like, I want to make a tequila. Fine, cool. He goes down to Mexico. He sources all his bullshit, whatever. He talks to the people, and then he takes care of them, and then boom, he releases.
Right,
tequila.
you're assuming that would happen.
No, I'm just saying, like hypothetically.
Like what if LeBron James made a tequila?
Again, look into it. Did he name it like? Fucking billionaire tequila, like something dumb like that. Like did he name it?
What if he named it Baller?
King James Tequila? Tequila. Yeah. It'd be called that.
Rey.
El Rey Tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
If he did that, people would give him shit for it.
You think so?
Nowadays,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, man. I
think
that
nowadays everybody gives you shit
about
no. Nowadays everybody gives you shit about everything that you say all the time.
Yeah, but it's mostly white people. Huh? Like it's mostly white people getting mad at white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like if there's a black person that does like let's say Cardi B made a tequila, like they would feel kind of scared to be upset with her because she's black.
Nah, I think they would call her out because he's rich now. Like, so there's levels of like when it's okay to make fun of somebody or talk shit about them, and once you're like super rich, like your race doesn't matter. It's not, once you don't do something dumb, like.
Did you watch that movie? It's Malcolm and Marie, I think it's called. On Netflix, it has Zendaya, and there was whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Whoa!
What? Nobody says my name, right?
Joe,
Jose, Jose,
Josie.
Yeah, I don't care. Whatever.
All right, Zendaya.
Anyway,
cool.
Yeah, Zendaya. She.
You want a Bud Light there, buddy?
She whatever, dude. She fucking she's in this movie, right? And actually, they got flack for it too, because everyone was saying that it was inappropriate because the male actor in the movie is like, way older than her, and so they were like, it's like inappropriate to be portraying this relationship with like such a young girl, and like the age gap is really wide.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but she's actually 20 something. Like
she's like 23 or some shit.
Like that.
Yeah, but either way, they're saying because this fool's like 40 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's a fucking movie though.
Yeah, I know, but okay, but more interestingly, like going back to like to keep the theme going, I guess so far. In the movie, the guy is a director. He's a film director, and he goes on this like long monologue about how this lady, he was talking to a lady that works for some like a critic that works for some newspaper or whatever, and she is gonna do an article about his movie, but he's saying that it's some white lady that gave him a bad review before on a different movie that he made, but this time around she was saying that his film was phenomenal and all this stuff, and that she was gonna put it in her magazine, and he was saying, I bet you anything she's gonna start like trying to make this movie be like a statement on like racial like situations in America and like a black man's perspective and stuff like that. And he says he gets mad and he's like, why can't my movie just be about like the characters in the movie? Why just because the characters are black suddenly it's me making like a social statement on society and stuff like that? Well, it's like you watch another movie and it's just fucking like two white dudes and you don't think anything else about that, right? And it's true.
This is well, yeah. This
but it also is kind of well. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. Continue. Sorry. Finish.
No, well, I just wanted to say like it's just like it's interesting to think about that because I feel that he's right, because I think that is kind of racist. Like once like a black person makes anything, like they have to be making a statement on like race and stuff like that. Well, it's like no, they're just
really well, okay, there was fucking Us is not a statement on race, but Get Out totally like is like that's
yeah, but that's blatant.
But there's a rule. I think like it's not a real rule, but it's like if there's one black person in a movie, fine. Two black people, oh, it's a black movie now. Like I don't know, like there's like this stupid like
right,
yeah,
and
like
then it's
Hollywood rule.
That's like that to me is racist, right? Like that is racist, but that's like a really subconscious racism.
But I don't think it's racism because think about, okay, if only like 12% of the country is black, right? That means the majority of the people in that live in America, when they like walk around and like see just random people doing random shit, you know, the majority of the people they see are gonna be white, you know, with like a black person over here and maybe another one over here or whatever. So that's why, you know, like the cast of fucking like Not Another Teen Movie was like a perfect, you know, mirror image of what like the American, you know, population is essentially. You know, you have like 3-4 white people and the token black dude or whatever, you know, and then there's a bunch of Latinos here. So again, but it's still mostly white. So anytime you see a movie that has a lot of black people in it, you just automatically assume that, you know, that it's going to be talking about something about their culture. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Right, but a lot of black people what if it's just a black family?
What is black family doing?
They're farmers.
Okay. What is the premise? What's going on? What's happening in this movie?
They're farming and their land is running out.
You're making a statement of black farming. That's what this movie is about, right?
I don't know.
Now, see, it's different. Here's the thing. So if the movie progresses and like the other characters in the movie make a big deal about these farmers being black, then yes, then at that point it becomes like a statement on being black and being a farmer at the same time. However, if these farmers are just going through this black farming family, you know, Monsanto's coming into their fucking place and taking shit over.
No, what if what if the plants, there's like some sort of radioactive goo that gets in their water and the plants start becoming like genetically modified.
So then that movie that's just exactly what Monsanto does. So
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
What'd you call it?
See, maybe it's a statement on.
No, it's not a statement. It's just a fucking movie. You just made a horror movie, and just the farmers just happen to be black.
Right. No, yeah. But they're like what we did right there was we made a movie that could be seen as a statement on Monsanto's GMOs. You know, whatever. Like fucking.
Yeah.
That's what.
So now the fact that the family's black is irrelevant.
But yeah, no. But see, I think that what the guy in the movie is saying is he's like, well, my movie was actually about like Monsanto or whatever, and this lady like.
We have to watch the movie. We have to watch the movie because if the movie has any like, if it kind of hints in any way, shape, or form.
Well, we don't know what movie he made. Well, he explains what it's about, but I forgot what because he was just like,
because I'll have to watch it because like I said, it
kind of sucks. I wouldn't watch it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, like I mean, it's a cool. You know what? Just watch it. I think if you watch it with Jennifer, you'll probably.
Well, I mean, if I'd have known that you were going to talk about it, I probably would have said something. But like, if like the movie goes out of its way to like in any way, shape, or form to like point out the fact that he is black, then it becomes a statement on his race.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? But
And-
if it just like goes off without a hitch, and like that's why I say.
But I also think that black. Okay, it's gonna sound fucked up, but black directors and like they're pigeonholing themselves into like this whole like race thing because society is already gonna look at it that way because that's the way the media covers.
But see,
stuff like that.
but see, that's the thing too, though. Like,
No, but whenever they do like make a movie, they'll have like some throwaway joke like fucking like, oh, it's just because I'm a black guy, when I don't know why.
No, see, that's
hold
why
on, I want to do better. I want to do a better black voice.
oh god, a black voice.
Yeah, man, it's 'cause
Get
I'm
over
just-
here.
No, yeah, I know. That's why the first one was like a gangster.
It was like
voice.
Brooklyn or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yo, man, what's up with these white people, man? They're fucking, they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, okay, so
They'll do that one time, and then it's like, oh shit, it's become a race thing now.
That's why Us. That's why I think Us is
Was that a good one? Was that a good one?
Not really.
Okay.
Do I sound like that?
No.
I don't fucking sound like that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's like the stereotypical like fucking.
Oh, you're going stereotype.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. All right, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like if I was
Great.
doing like I don't sound like
A+.
hey senor, these white people are crazy.
Oh Jesus Christ, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
So anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, so I think Us is a great movie. Like Get Out was great too. Like Get Out's better than Us, but Get Out's like basically saying, like, oh, it's awkward for black people to be like around a bunch of white people, like if there's not, and it is like whatever. That's a statement on race. Like the movie uses race to kind of like build its story on, you know what I mean, to make it like maybe to build the tension. Us is just like this black family whose best friend, the guy's best friend is Tim Heidecker, like, and like they're like a white family, but it's never made like the thing that's happening to this family isn't happening to them just because they're black. It's happening to them because they're at the wrong place at the wrong fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, but they all are. It's him. Like everything that's happening to like everybody in the movie, like they're all getting like fucked up, but it's because they just happen to be there. Like their race isn't really brought. It's not made like, hey, they're black. Just want to let you know that they're black. Like there's not doing that. Like, you know what I mean? So that's a good movie. And I think what you're saying is like, yeah, like black directors might be like, some of them might be pigeonholing themselves and making black movies. Like Spike Lee is a good example of that. Like he makes like a lot of black movies. The thing is, how everybody like bitches and complains that there's not a lot of black people in Hollywood. Well, here's a director who says, you know what, fuck it. Like I'm just gonna make all my movies about black people. So like that saying like, be the change that you want to see, whatever. Well, that's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not complaining. Well, sometimes he does, but he's not complaining like right now.
What movies has he made? I don't think I've ever seen anything.
Miracle at St. Anna, School Days.
What are they like? Are they like dramas or what?
If I'm right about School Days, well, actually I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so I'll have to negate that one. But Miracle at St. Anna is about this black crew in World War II, and like there's points like where Hitler made a radio station with this lady talking, trying to convince black people to join, the Nazis, because he was saying it's like, do you really have it that great back home? Like they're super racist, whatever. But the crew, like I guess they know better, and then they're essentially being treated better in France than they are back home, and so they start to question like, why am I fighting for this place that doesn't even want me, whatever. And then one of them has like a romantic relationship with one of the girls there. But anyway, it's just about a black troop in World War II. You know what I mean?
When did that movie come out?
Oh, it's been a while, dude. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Is it cool?
I like it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also because I'm black. You don't see a lot of, World War II movies with black people in it. You don't. Like, white people have Saving Private Ryan, probably the greatest war movie of all time. Like, you know what I mean? And there's no movie that, except for like Red Tails. Red Tails won by George Lucas, who talks about like the black pilots in World War II and their contribution to everything. There's Men of Honor that talks about Cuba Gooding Jr. Well, his what's called it? Boss's mate Carl Brashear, and he was the first like Navy master
cook?
diver. No, he starts off as a cook, and that's the whole thing. Like he defies.
Oh, I was making fun of him for being in fucking
Pearl Harbor.
yeah, Pearl Harbor.
No, but that's one of the jokes in the movie, right? Where he's getting in the bus and like the white Navy dude is handing out pamphlets to him, like, and everybody getting on the bus, and he's like, "You're gonna have a bright future in the U.S. Navy,"
Yeah.
And he's there and he's like cooking, and the head chef, whatever black guy, he's like smoking a pipe, and he's all like, "Yeah, real bright future." It's like, because he knows that black people aren't going to do anything more than like, or at least at that point cook in the U.S. Navy. So that's why, like, there's not a whole lot of movies about, black people doing like badass things. So, when one comes out, it's fucking amazing. It's badass, like 42, Jackie Robinson, another great one. The one about that Cleveland running back, I think it was called The Train or something like that. But that's another good one. There's a bunch of movies, but so when one comes out, I'm like, yeah, this is great. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, okay, so have you seen Moonlight?
No.
Moonlight's pretty cool.
What's it about?
It's about this kid who grows up like in around like areas that are like super heavy with like drug dealers and like crack and shit.
Wait, Moonlight. That's the one that won the Oscar, right?
I don't know.
Yes, it is. Know. I have seen that movie.
Yeah, where he's gay and
right. The movie won an Oscar. Did it win the Oscar for Best Picture? I don't think so, but I know that the guy, I forgot his name, he won Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Something Ali, I forget his name, but yeah, I seen that movie.
Yeah, that's a cool movie.
It's a cool movie, but it talks about black people in the hood. Ooh, that's original, because most of the time you see black people in movies.
No, but dude, it's different. Like, for sure, it's like way different. The things that I was getting from that movie weren't just about like black people in the hood, because it's like,
oh, we're talking about being gay.
Yeah, and that changes everything.
Yeah, and being gay in black culture is completely like frowned upon and everything. Like no one talks about it.
That's straight up though. Even like I think in like the Hispanic culture, it's more accepted, but only by the women. The men like fucking hate it. Like families, if somebody comes out as gay, there's always like the dad kicks them out, and the mom's always like sad because she's like, no, like I love you, but your dad is, like whatever. That shit always happens in fucking Hispanic families and shit,
So it was a great statement on like, talking about that inside black culture. But I think this is a good segue into what the hell I wanted to talk about. I thought it was kind of funny.
Move your filter down. I can't see you. It's kind of weird.
Sorry.
You look like you're fucking underwater or some shit.
You heard about the Gorilla Glue trick, right?
Yeah.
So like basically she put Gorilla Glue in her hair to keep it flat or something. Yeah, she's an
idiot.
She's dumb.
She's a fucking idiot.
So there's an article that says, from Gorilla Glue mishap to The Bachelor, why is it so hard to give black women grace? Right? I think it's a Nothing Burger.
Grace?
Okay, yeah. It's like, whatever happened to giving people grace? It's a question that came repeatedly last week, particularly regarding black women, when the world met Tessica Brown, the Louisiana woman dubbed Gorilla Glue Girl. After she made the unfortunate mistake of spraying her hair in place with a permanent adhesive, reactions to her predicament were a mixed bag, ranging from sympathy to disbelief and ridicule from both celebrities and social media at large. And basically she got like a dude, plastic surgeon, to fix her hair for free, basically. And it kind of like, it fucked with her because, she put it out there and then like people were like making fun of her. She was crying in the restroom. Let's see, like people were trying to do, well, no, hold on, that's something else. And yeah, basically they made fun of her for putting fucking glue in her fucking hair. For being an idiot. For being dumb.
Like that sucks, but it's also like, come on.
Yeah, and it's like,
and I get where she was coming from too, because there's like the moco de gorilla, moco de gorilla. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's like a legitimate hair product. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Well, no, because it's like, okay, so Epps wasn't the only one left to wonder why black women often seem to be the least deserving of grace in pop culture and social media, where all types of people have been known to do all kinds of foolish, risky, and harmful shit. Well, I'm paraphrasing. It's actually things. And it's like they only to be instantly forgiven in the past, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's just this thing, but like it's almost like turning, like they're treating her like shit, whatever. But I feel like you put that out on social media. Like
Yeah.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, exactly.
If you didn't want people to like not make fun of you, you shouldn't have put it on there in the first place.
Right.
And she's like, well, it's because I'm black that everybody thinks I'm dumb, and they're like, hating on me for this. It's like, no, you put glue in your hair.
That's kind of like it kind of like it's the same thing as like fucking you know how they say that once you create art and you let the public see it, it doesn't belong to you anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's you create the art and you may love it or whatever, but as soon as you put it out there, nobody has to give it the same respect that you do.
Right. Remember that? Well, it's not art, but it's like, remember that Asian girl who took like it was supposed to be a corn cob roller.
Oh yeah, and she fucking ripped her hair out. Yeah, fucking dummy.
That's dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like. I guess they.
What do you think's dumber? Who would you rather be? Would you rather be Gorilla Glue Girl or Corn on the Cob Girl?
I don't know, man. That's pretty fucking dumb. They're both like.
They're both really dumb.
They're both really dumb. But I have to say Corn Cob Girl only because she only had to grow her hair back. She didn't have to have a plastic surgeon come in and fix that shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, you don't know if her hair grew back.
It probably grew back.
Dude, I don't think so because she ripped it out instantly. Like her fucking head was bleeding.
Yeah, I know.
Are you gonna look it up to see if she grew her hair back or what?
No, I'm just gonna keep.
Fuck. Hold on, look it up real quick. Look it up real quick. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, it is working. Okay, yeah. So I did look it up, and apparently the doctors did tell her that her hair was gonna grow normally, but it's also pretty funny because apparently people didn't believe that she reacted genuinely when her hair got ripped out, so she released a photo later just showing like her fucking scalp with like the scabs of blood on her head to like show people that it was real. That's as far as that goes, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. So that was dumb,
Yeah, for sure.
Like this whole, I guess, like this article that I'm looking at, like explains that people were so quick to not show her empathy because she was a black woman, but I, for one, and maybe just because I'm not a woman or whatever, but listen, if I gotta go to the hardware store to find the thing that I gotta put on my whatever,
Is that where she found it?
it's Gorilla Glue. You can't buy Gorilla Glue at a beauty salon.
Well, maybe she just had it at home, like maybe her man or someone like.
So read the package. Dude.
She said that she did read it.
Huh?
And it said that it wasn't safe for skin or for clothes.
And she put it on her hair because her hair is not skin.
Right. That's her angle.
I don't know. See, that's why she wanted empathy. Like, right, there's so many of these people who
Wait, I said that. I said clothes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So she wanted empathy instead of being ridiculed. And I feel like too many people go online and post the dumb thing that they did and expect empathy, versus like you put it online. It's a fucking free for all out there. People are monsters. You know what I'm saying? They're like, like I grew up back in the day. Like if you did something stupid, yeah, they gave you a show and called it Jackass. You know what I mean? Like, and they got paid for it. But we all thought, for the most part, that they were dumb as shit for doing it. Like if Johnny Knoxville went and did a thing and his right testicle exploded, like we weren't be like, oh man, poor Johnny Knoxville. Dude, I understand how you feel, Johnny Knoxville. Your right testicle exploded. We'd be like, no, he's a fucking idiot and he shouldn't have done that shit in the first place.
Well, it's interesting that you actually bring that up because did you see what's happening with Bam?
No.
Bam Margera, like 2 or 3 days ago, he posted a video on some live. I think he like live streamed a video or something. Him crying, like he's clearly relapsing. Like you can tell he's drunk in the video, and how he the people from Jackass like they're doing Jackass 4 without him. And that he's saying that they took advantage of him and like that they owe him money for like his ideas and like all the shit that he put into the show and stuff like that. And he's saying like that they tried he talks about something about like how they tried putting him that they put him in rehab or some shit like that and like tried to make sure that he was clean or some shit like that. But basically they're going to make Jackass 4 without him.
Right.
And he's saying he's getting people to say fuck Jackass without Bam and shit like that, and like they're going to like boycott the new Jackass movie because Bam's not in it. And he's saying that honestly, I do believe that though. Like I could see them for sure. I feel like all of the people in Jackass were kind of in some sort of way taken advantage of. Like some guy saw like a bunch of drug addicts, drug addicted, fucking like. You know,
again, like taking advantage of it. Like I don't think anybody was taking advantage of it. Like they've been doing this shit.
it's kind of like bum fights,
No,
dude.
no. It's not bum fights. They have money. Plus, Bam Margera has, I mean, he has his Element money. You know what I mean? He has his. I think he skated for Girl for a while. I'm not sure, but I know he skated for Element for sure.
Yeah, for sure, he's good for Element.
You know, but you know, I mean, he should have that money. I don't know.
He probably doesn't.
But here's the thing, like they've been doing this shit since like I don't know, since the late 90s or early 2000s. Like they've been making the movie Jackass or the show Jackass, and then they made the movie, like the first movie and then the second movie, and then like you can't say once they're about to make the fourth one and they're saying we're going to make it without you. And then he comes out and says, it's like, they're taking advantage of me. Or they used to. And it's all like, no, bitch, we were there for the money. You knew what we were getting into. So you didn't have to do some stupid shit to make this money. Like, you weren't taking advantage of. Like, come on. Let's be real about this. You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But
anyway,
it's
just saying that, like, back in the day, if you did something dumb, or actually, no, fuck back in the day. Now, if you do something dumb and you put it on the fucking internet for everybody to see, expect people to be like calling you out for like this dumb shit. Like, this is why. No, I'm not gonna say that. But just don't put Gorilla Glue in your hair.
It ranges from putting Gorilla Glue in your hair to making a tequila. If you put something dumb on the internet,
just don't put fucking Gorilla Glue in your hair. Like, that's not hard. Like, don't eat Tide Pods. I feel like that's right up there with don't eat Tide Pods.
They do look pretty delicious.
Yeah, they do look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like like coconut flavor.
They do. They do. It looks like it's like a gummy. Like,
yeah, like I feel like she's acting like no one ever saw like a Tide Pod kid and felt like, oh man, I feel bad for that Tide Pod kid. Like, feel so bad for him. Like, no one felt bad for a Tide Pod kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was just, dude, it's dumb as shit. Like, we thought the world was gonna end. Like, because the rest of society was like, they're eating Tide Pods and they're doing all this dumb shit on the internet and like just all. Like, God, dude, like the youth is fucked. Like, they're done. They're just doing the worst shit. Or the vodka shots in the eye. Remember that one?
no.
Yeah, where they would take shots of vodka and like put them in their eye to get them drunk faster, I guess. I'm not sure. Ooh, or the cinnamon challenge. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I remember the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, I did that one once. But did I
you
put
would.
it on the internet? Nope. Was I drunk as shit? You bet. But like, you know, I didn't record it and put it on the fucking internet.
That's so shitty. I don't even like cinnamon. I can't imagine putting a whole fucking scoop of it in my mouth.
I did, and I survived, but people, like, I guess like a few kids have died or something. I don't know. But it's dumb. It's a dumb thing. But like, I knew it was dumb. Like, I wasn't like saying it's like, oh, like if I was sober, I'd probably been like, I'm not doing the cinnamon challenge. But after like 10 shots and like 8 beers, then it was like, cinnamon challenge. Hey, I like cinnamon. It goes on cookies and stuff, right? Yeah, give me a whole spoonful of that shit. How bad could it be? Like, no. Like, you do something dumb, you put it on the internet, someone's probably going to hate you for it. Or like hate on you for it, I should say. So,
yeah, I mean,
I don't think it has anything to do with your race.
yeah, for sure. It has nothing to do with your race.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. Like, it's like the same. It's exactly what the dude from the movie's saying. Is like, why can't she just be a dumb lady? Why does she have to be a dumb black lady? You know what I mean? Like, why is now her being black something that's like fucking warrants more empathy or like sympathy or whatever from just being a regular stupid person? Like,
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, that's why I probably have to. You're talking about the movie again, right?
yeah,
That's probably why I have to see the movie, because it depends on how she was dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean? She put Gorilla Glue in her hair.
oh, you're talking about see, that's why I asked you. You're talking about the movie. You're talking about Gorilla Glue.
I'm talking about the guy in the movie. What he said.
About her?
It pertains. No, it pertains. He never said anything about Gorilla Glue Girl.
Okay, well, so what the fuck?
Okay, it's the same thing though. It's the same thing. What he's saying is like, just because I'm black, my fucking movie has to be about.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's why I say
so
it
it's just
depends
because
on,
she's black. Now it's
No.
now it's like,
This-
oh well, if it was anybody else, she would have got some sympathy. But now that she's a black girl, it's different. You
Well,
know?
no, here's the thing. Okay, because the article also says that, you know, I guess black women are expected in society to keep their hair a certain way. And I'm sure there's products for it, and a lot of them are Gorilla Glue. but you know that like I guess there's more women or more people who have put Gorilla Glue in their hair to keep their hair a certain way, and it's like it's part of black culture, and you should feel sympathy for it because you know if black people or women that like expect to meet a certain standard, then you know you shouldn't laugh at them at the standards or they're like I don't know. It's
No, but if
super-
it's part of black culture, then I would feel less inclined to feel bad.
Okay, no. Okay, see, I wanna dig into the roots of this, and I wanna go back like a few hundred steps and say, putting Gorilla Glue in your hair should not be a part of black culture. You know what I mean?
Right? No, but it's not. It's not.
You don't know that. I don't know that.
Because if it would have been like, I think that
You
there's
think more people would have came out?
Yes, dude. Yes.
There's a
clearly.
guy.
That's stupid. No, I understand the idea that like having nice hairstyles is part of like I didn't know that, but I could see that happening, right? Like
there's a stylist that says he takes Gorilla Glue, but he applies it very sparingly into the hair to keep it a certain way or whatever.
Right, because she wanted her hair to be flat.
Right.
She wanted to look like Trinity, basically.
So I'm guessing she fucking like caked that shit on. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
And the dude's like, I use it on people's hair, but I like
At what
spray it
point?
or
Okay,
whatever."
this is what I'm saying. She's fucking stupid. At what point did her like? Okay, she put it on her hand and she can smell it, and it doesn't smell good. Like it's fucking glue. You know what I mean? Like
Not only that, but this has to be the first time she's ever used Gorilla Glue in her hair.
yes, that's what I'm saying though. But the only leeway that I can give her is that there is moco de gorilla, right? So.
No, you're assuming there's Moco de Gorilla?
No, there is. There's
Oh.
an actual product at Target
Uh-huh.
or like stores. It's like gel. It's like that's what I'm saying is I'm thinking she probably thought that that's what that was.
Again, there's different sections in the store for a reason.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying is I'm trying to fight for her a little bit because I think what happened in this genuine is like okay, she's not unforgivably stupid like Ted Cruz, right? But she's like she was clearly ignorant about everything that went on in that situation. And you think that, you know, somebody that had all their faculties together would at least like I can see the confusion.
No,
I can see,
no. There's a reason why.
What if her boyfriend or something or somebody in the house was using Gorilla Glue for something and then they just left it on the table and then she was like, oh, we got Gorilla Glue. I'm going to go to the restroom and fucking... I've never tried it before. I'm going to try it.
There's a reason why companies spend millions and millions of dollars in branding and packaging and all that shit because they want you to be able to see their product and recognize it like right off the bat. You know, what's it for? You know, all this shit. Dude, like I work at a print shop and I was helping the screen printer guy out, and I got some like ink on my hands, a bunch of ink on my hands actually, right? And he's like, "Oh yeah, just go wash your hands on the sink, but use some of the scrub that's there." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And I'm looking at the scrub and I'm reading it and I'm just like I'm double checking to make sure it's okay to use on your hands. And like I asked the manager, like, "Hey, is this shit okay to use on your hands?" Like, "Yeah, go ahead." He's like, "All right, cool." And I used it, boom, like the ink came right off, whatever. But I made sure that this shit, like, because it had like surfactant or something in it. I didn't know. I read the ingredients list. And to make sure that it was okay for me to apply to my hands because I didn't know what the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to apply anything to my body, and this is the first time I've ever done it, then, like, yeah, I'm making sure that it's okay for me to do it. But, yeah, just to fucking put Gorilla Glue in your fucking hair, dude. Like, I don't know. It's just, like, using duct tape to cover up a cut, yes, all day, because I've done that before, and people do it all the time. You know what I mean? But Gorilla Glue on your fucking hair? Nah. Hard pass. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb.
That's dumb shit. Yeah.
It's for sure really, really stupid.
It's dumb.
And it's not, there's no, you being black is not going to make me think that it's not stupid.
That's horrible. But yeah.
It's true.
That shouldn't be part of your culture. Like, it.
I don't think it is though, dude.
I don't know, man.
I don't think it is, dude. There's no way that it is. Like I can see like them like cuz I remember there was this whole post about how people culturally appropriate black hairstyles because black hairstyles are like they're always like apparently in the culture it's like over the top or whatever and there's like a lot of white women that will like copy their hairstyles and they think that in that whole post it was like supposed to be shitty to do that, right? So I guess I kind of knew that there was like some like thing with hairstyles and black women, right? Like they were like really about their hairstyles, right? But for sure, there's no like, unless maybe there's like a modern trend of black women using Gorilla Glue in their hair. But I seriously doubt it, dude. I seriously doubt it. That's fucking so stupid, dude. And no, there's not a single black lady in the whole community that was just like, hey, this is for wood. That's like,
yeah, like
that's so dumb.
Don't do that.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
That's like, that's extremely, I don't believe it, dude. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Like there's like it's like people who like I guess they like overdose on like pre-work or caffeine, pre-workout caffeine and so VPX makes this drink called Red Line, and the fucking bottle says drink half of it now, and in 8 hours if you want to, or like actually I think it even says take half of it for the day. Don't drink any more of it for the whole day. And this kid drank fucking 3 of them. And he like had cardiac arrest and he sent to the hospital and he fucking like, and he died. You know what I mean? Like, so like empathy for him. I mean, yeah, it's sad that he died, but again, but everybody's trying people are trying to sue VPX for like having this product out and like, it shouldn't be out there. It's like, okay, hold on. No, they tell you on the bottle, don't drink more than fucking.
Yeah, and I hate that argument too with anything because I'm like, as long as cigarettes and alcohol are still openly, readily available for you to buy at the store, then you shouldn't like be upset with any other like product that's gonna kill you.
Yeah, because like Bullet Bourbon doesn't say like it's not listed on the bottle. They say, hey, do not drink more than 1 shot of Bullet Bourbon every hour or whatever, because the government's telling you that.
Yeah.
Cool. But, they're also not telling you it's like, hey, you should drink the whole bottle. Like, just chug it. It's fine. And so if you chug the whole bottle of Bullet Bourbon and you die of alcohol poisoning.
You also have bad taste, so you should die.
It sucks for you, but you shouldn't sue Bullet because, oh, man, they put out a product that kills people. It's like, no. It's like you shouldn't have fucking chugged a bottle of bourbon. Dude.
Yeah, that's fucking. Well, there was that guy recently that chugged a bottle of Jack Daniels or some shit like that.
Can you apply this argument to gun control?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh damn.
No, but also, it's. Well, I don't know. I guess. What do you mean? State your.
Because so the NRA states that like there shouldn't be any, like I said, any gun control on any guns, like even assault rifles and all that shit, because you can use them for hunting or whatever, their use isn't specified. So as long as they don't specify the use, they should be able to sell whatever the fuck they want. Even though everybody knows that an assault rifle is literally for just killing a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's bullshit.
Succession.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
Because that's not the same because it's a gun is something that you use on other people or other things, right?
Right.
A gun, you don't ever point a bullet and shoot yourself, right?
So no, but you do take a shot.
What?
You do take a shot though.
Yeah, you do take a shot like
of alcohol.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So gun control wouldn't apply because guns are for use on external things that are not your body. Like cigarettes and alcohol are things that you choose to put in your body. If you're buying cigarettes, like if I'm buying cigarettes and I'm putting them in your mouth and making you smoke the cigarette, that's a different thing, right?
Right.
But I'm buying cigarettes and I'm smoking them myself.
Right.
And I know the consequences that are going to happen. It's like anything bad, right? Anything can be bad. You can drink a shitload of water and literally like internally drown.
Yeah.
Like nobody does that because most people aren't fucking stupid.
Also, your body won't let you do that. We'll try not to let you do that.
It happened.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it'll try not to let you,
right.
But you can always.
Yeah, but like there's always people that I want to be the Guinness World Record, like, and they don't ever think like, oh, what happens if I oversaturate my body with water?
Yeah, soy sauce is fucking lethal. If you chug
salt,
a whole
salt in general.
Yeah,
it takes very little salt to kill you.
Yeah, well, you chug a whole thing of soy sauce. Like, there's this guy named his username is Chubby Emu on YouTube, and he talks about like different like medical anomalies that happen throughout the world or whatever. And this one kid chugged a whole like gallon of soy sauce on a dare, and like his body just shut down and he fucking died. You know what I mean? And that's something you just buy at Walmart. Put it on your
yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's just, like,
but a gun, like, it doesn't apply to gun control because like I'm buying a gun to use
to hunt.
to hunt,
Right.
hunt in quotations, right? But like the whole thing about like an assault rifle or whatever, it's like that's fucking ridiculous. And first
what
of
if
all,
I want to hunt a lot and really fast?
no, but even then, like imagine like you that statement in itself would be ignorant too, because it's like, okay, so you think that you're the only asshole in the forest? Because if you see a fucking deer and it's running by and you have your stupid machine gun and you're like like trying to shoot it as it's running, like you don't think that there might be another hunter somewhere in the forest? Like that's a very, very, very wide window for error.
What if there's a lot of deer, right? And there's like a bunch of them, and they all start attacking you? You need a machine gun to like protect yourself from all these deer.
Not me, man.
I'm just telling you, dude.
I've personally fought at least 5 deer at a time.
Off at once
with just my fists.
I needed them. I did the same thing, but I had a machine gun, so it was a lot easier for me.
Well, you know what? I guess I should buy an assault rifle then. No, but I guess we have 10 minutes left. And
right.
if you want to talk about like fucking gun shit, I'm down.
No, not really, because I
Okay.
think it's a dumb argument. And,
I mean, well, no.
Kind of.
I guess.
Yeah, you should be able to buy pistols. You should be able to buy shotguns.
I honestly think that you should be able to buy machine guns.
No,
too.
what the fuck?
Yeah. But
No.
or I don't. I think
machine,
no, not
fucking
okay,
50
sorry,
cal
sorry,
mounted on your
sorry.
fucking Mercedes, because it's
No,
I don't know
no.
why I
Okay,
thought that.
I think that you should be able to buy them. You should be able to buy them, and you should be able to own them. But I think that there should be like restrictions where like you can't take it home. So you could have like a shooting range, like a designated shooting range where like you have your weapon and you leave it there. It gets left there overnight or whatever. You can't take it home, but you're more than welcome to go to the shooting range and like if
And
you have
use your gun.
Yeah, if you have an M16, like why not? Like what's wrong with
No.
that? You can't take it home. You can't access that shit without
Okay,
like
so you shouldn't be able to buy them. You should be able to rent them.
basically, yeah. But what if you want what if you're like a collector or something and you want like because there are people like that, you know, like there are people that actually like
Well, people do collect, but then those are usually like decommissioned or they file down certain parts of it, so it's not functional. Shit like that, like, you know what I mean?
yeah, but like I mean, if like okay, so imagine fucking Lamborghini made some badass car back in the day, and you're like a car collector and you want to be like, okay, I'm gonna get this Lamborghini, but they fucking took out the V12 in it.
No, because it's like in my
Oh no,
head,
they use V10s.
in my head, I just imagine like this Lamborghini that you're talking about, just like it's automatically attracted to people, and all it does is just run. It just runs over people. Like you try to drive it straight, but it just like, I gotta hit this baby, and it just runs over kids or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, yeah, you should be able to buy that Lamborghini, but I guess without the motor. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a 50 cal, no. I think shit that's made for the military should stay with the military. Civilians should not own it. Like the people, like the Second Amendment, like the right to bear arms, was made like back in colonial times because people were afraid that the military was gonna like station their troops in their house, or, you know, and back then a lot of people were militia. They depended on them to actually fight. You know, like in case the British came back. You know, the towns were armed. You know, with the shit, but. At the same time, nowadays, I feel like that's a dumb argument because people's like, well, the only thing stopping the government from taking over my house is because I got guns and we all have guns. It's like, dude, they have F-16s. They have fucking drones. Like, they don't care about your stupid, like, AR-15,
Yeah. That's
dude.
for sure really dumb.
Yeah. Like, they can even take outdated shit
Or-
and just be like, you know what, Sherman tank, here, like, World War II fucking tank, and just roll up to your house and just blow you up.
And Abrams, dude.
Yeah, no, well, I said Sherman. Sherman's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
it's
little
old.
little dinky
Yeah.
fucking Coke can.
Yeah, but they
tank.
have Abrams. Like they could literally, with an Abrams tank, I'm sure at least like my house, they could just run over it.
Yeah, but they don't even have to do that. They could just like sit like 100 yards out and use the infrared
but
scanner
I'm
to see
saying-
where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then just shoot you from far away, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is if they really wanted to, like if they ran out of ammo, they could just
You happen to
smash through
dodge,
my
yeah.
house.
Just
They
run
could,
you over.
and then they'll just be fine. They might get like a little stuck under the weight, and then they'll just like, and then just fucking drive away, you know?
yeah, like I said, they don't even have to do that. Like they could just take there's like some kid and he's hanging out behind a computer and he's just like, And he's all like,
Yeah.
I see the house.
Dude, they actually have PlayStation controllers for drones. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
They use like actual PlayStation controllers. Like
All right.
for the PS3 controllers, they had PS3 controllers that they were using to fly the drones. And
Looks like Bobby's watching Shark Week.
how fun would that be?
No.
By the way, if you could control a drone and I mean not kill people, right? But like just fly something around with a PlayStation controller and like, you know, I've always thought that about like Gran Turismo even. Like if you could get a car to like handle the way like Gran Turismo is, but using a controller and then just drive the car around and see how good you can do.
No.
Like, why not, dude? It's like a cool RC car.
What, your car?
No, not my car.
Like any car in general?
Any car.
No.
Like a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, I mean, granted, we are headed in that direction, you know, with self-driving cars and all this bullshit, but like, no. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. But I'm just like I'm saying, like people are collecting, like hoarding shotguns and pistols and all that shit. And they want the right to buy it because they don't want the military. That's their ultimate argument. They don't want the military coming in and like taking them over.
I think the best ad that I saw for gun control was like, there's somebody that like there's like an office, and this guy walks in, and he's gonna shoot it up, and he's just like, oh, like you know, fucking making a big deal, but he pulls out a musket, like. He pulls out a musket and then he starts like he puts like the fucking like the gunpowder in it and he starts packing it and then he puts a bullet in it and then like by the time he's like pulling up like everybody like ran out of the room and it's just like an empty room, you know? And that's to me is a cool ad for gun control because it's like, well, yeah, like when this shit was in place, like that's the guns that people were using, you know?
Right.
Like that's like you did have the right to bear arms, but you had like a loaded musket with one round in your house. So if somebody came into your house and you were just like, oh shit, it was loaded, and you fucking like pulled it off the wall and shot, and if you missed, because it was harder to aim back then too. If you missed, then it's just like you're
You
fucked.
start over, yeah.
Yeah, you just wait. Put that down.
And even then, the government had cannons. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure people didn't have cannons in their fucking house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's just
And also, I think the government was even more of a threatening aspect back then because it was so small, you know? Like it was easier to take over back then. Like, if the military really did want to, like, start, like, a fucking coup or whatever and take over, it would have been a lot easier for them because the population was so small and they had most of the weapons, you know?
Yeah, and then, like, but we live in, like I said, we live in a country that spends, like, the majority of its money on...
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, so it's a dumb fight. It's a dumb idea. But
yeah, I guess on that note,
don't put gorilla glue in your hair, boys
and
or
don't
girls.
make tequila.
Don't make tequila and like use the area code as the San Fernando Valley of
Don't
California.
go to Cancun.
Don't go to Cancun if you're fucking a senator and your fucking state is going through a fucking historic freeze.
And definitely don't get drunk on tequila, put Gorilla Glue in your hair, and then fly to Cancun. All right. Shit.